Hello, good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Break with Toro by Laura González. My name is Laura González. Hi, Laura Rodriguez and Bruce Hay. Bruce Hay, welcome to the Coffee Break. Today we have, hi, Jules. Today we have learning the card for the week. And as per usual, I will be utilizing the Rider-Waite-Smith to explain the card and to learn the meaning of it. And in order to complement that work, I'm utilizing the Celtic Tarot by dear friend Christopher Hughes. And I want to let you know I'm so excited. Pagan Pride Day Chicago is tomorrow. Greater Chicagoland Pagan Pride Day is tomorrow, and I am so very happy I will be there. Obviously, offering tarot readings, Blue Witch art and products, and offering a couple of workshops. So if you're interested on learning about Mexican folk magic or eco rights and native philosophies, come by tomorrow at Garfield Park, and we will be there teaching those workshops and doing readings and the whole shebang. I'll have my art for sale. I hope that people come and buy the art. And then on Sunday, I will be at the Den Marketplace at the Den Theater in Milwaukee Avenue here in Chicago as well. And that is from, I think, 11 to 3 or 12 to 3. I can't even remember. Don't come at me. But it starts at 11, I think. 11 to 3. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun weekend packed with action. Pagan Pride Day on Saturday and the Den Marketplace on Sunday. And I hope to see you there. I think I have shuffled enough times. Thank you, thank you. I really hope it's a great day tomorrow and that the weather is cooperating. All right, let's see what's the card for the day. And we have the Devil reverse. So this is a card that is called the Shadow, and we have that reverse. And what I will say for all of us is that this card message, or the message for the weekend, is that we're going to find freedom, liberation, the ability to be ourselves, to be our true selves, and some sense of coming out of the shadows and being back into the light. It kind of tracks, for the events that I was telling you. And it's also about feeling freed from whatever it is that you felt that was holding you back or trapping you, or, playing tricks on you to not be your fully self. So what in this tarot, the Celtic tarot, they call the shadow, it will be the equivalent to the actual card of the devil. So trivia information. For those who know, I teach private lessons. I teach tarot, and I do that by one-on-one lessons. They're private lessons, 2 hours a week, um, for 20 weeks, and it's a huge course, and it's a very good way to learn tarot. And I've been teaching for many years, and I have a record that teaching this card. And of course, my student had the time and I had the time, and we had a wonderful time. But we spent 7 hours talking about the devil. It really is a card that has a lot to unpack. And of course, we're not going to spend 7 hours here, not even 7 minutes. We're going to spend very little time because these are little taste, a little taste of learning the card. So The card reverse and the meaning for our weekend is liberation, right? It's freedom. So it could be talking about uh, freedom from a vice or a bad habit, freedom from feeling trapped with something or someone. It could be also on uninhibition, on being uninhibited. I cannot pronounce that. Uninhibited? You know what I mean. Not being hiding behind shyness or uninhibited. I don't know how you pronounce it, but you know what I mean. I know you know what I mean. Don't come at me with the accent and all that, please. Um, Uninhibited. I think that is the word. Uninhibited. Anyway, it's about freedom, about showing your true self without censoring yourself and being honest with yourself and being truthful to your personal beliefs. So how do we get all that from the card of the devil? So first of all, the devil represents human desires and pulsations. The devil represents, thank you, Maren. The devil represents um, our shadow self. And I know a lot of people throw the word shadow work and shadow self in this pagan, neo-pagan community, new age culture. Oh yeah, work with your shadow and do shadow work, and it's about your shadow self. And a lot of people are not really knowledgeable of what shadow and shadow work means. So I'm gonna try to very lightly talk about it. The shadow is that part of our subconscious mind in which we have stored qualities, attributes, and a lot of times gifts or abilities that in our formation years we were told it wasn't right, we shouldn't do it, we shouldn't be exploring that, we shouldn't have those pulsations or those desires because they were immoral, they were out of place, they were out of pocket, they were not a good thing to do because good girls don't do this and that, or boys don't cry, all that stuff that we were told on our formation years, a very young age. We um, pack that on the back of our subconscious mind, and we are you know have that hidden, and we don't want that to bubble into the surface. However, those things always come up. They always come up from the shade, they always come up from the shadow, and they come in a very unconscious way, and then suddenly we said the thing or we did the thing that we were taught, it wasn't right, or we shouldn't do, or it was not proper morally or spiritually, or society does not receive these actions or attributes with gusto. Well, it turns out that society can suck it, and that we are supposed to live our lives the way we want to, as long as you don't harm anybody, including yourself. What's the problem? Oh, but the neighbor is going to say this and that. Well, the neighbor don't pay your bills, so who cares? So we hide behind the devil, because the devil is a threshold, and behind him or it, we hide our qualities, attributes, and gifts that we were told that were not right, that were not correct, that were not socially acceptable, right? The devil, however, is not touching you. If you look at the card, the hands of the devil are never touching you. And the devil is there kind of like, you're here because you want to be here. You tie yourself to society's rules. I'm not holding you back. So I myself interpret, let me repeat, I interpret the card as an opportunity to free ourselves. Because if the devil comes to ask you who you sold your soul to, because you didn't sell your soul to me. I am not touching you. You're here by your own accord. So when he comes right side up, in my opinion and the way I interpret the card, he comes to ask you, have a reality check. What are you hiding? Why are you hiding it? Are those qualities and attributes, are those gifts that you were supposed to share with the world? You know, case in point, and it's coming to my mind, sorry, Marin, but I have to say it, how you said that you for a long time didn't sing. And then turns out that is a gift, that is a gift to the world, and we want to hear you sing. And probably somebody, and I'm not putting you on the spot, but you know, it could happen. That is an example. That somebody tells you, you know, you shouldn't be singing because you don't have a nice voice. Well, forget that. Sing, you know, if that makes you happy. I've done that with my art. I was told at a very young age that I didn't have talent and that I shouldn't be drawing or painting or whatever. And you know what? I don't care. I'm going to do it because what I have done is this. I've turned the devil upside down and I have freed my everything. I am who I am. Um, and there might still be things hidden behind the devil. But for now, most of it or a lot of it is out. Yeah, Marin says, I was told it's just a hobby. Well, whatever it is, it makes you happy and you do it. So you're here. You are freed from the chains that you have put on yourself. And don't blame yourself for having put on those chains. You were told to hide. You were told it wasn't right. You were told it's not well accepted. You were told good girls don't do that. You were told, you know, these are the things that you were told at a young age. Don't do it. And that's why we hid all those talents behind the devil. But then when the devil comes reverse, it said, you're free. Do your thing. You know, nobody's holding you back. The only person holding your back is yourself. Marin says, my pagan community encouraged me and now I'm free. Of course. And the more you do that thing that was your desire, the more the people, because you start glowing, you start being yourself. So, you know, we get to be ourselves. And as with boundaries, those who love you will encourage you to do the thing that makes you happy. And those who want to use you or project on you, they're never going to like it. And that's not on you. Hi, the real Leo Brown is in the house. Of course, honey, whenever you need, for those who are not in Chicago and want a reading, I do online readings by Zoom. They are the exact same energy and the exact same process as if you were right in front of me. And you can find it on my Calendly. So calendly.com, Tarot by Laura, and that's where you can hire me for a reading if you're not in Chicago. I think, Leo, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're in San Luis. And we can do it on Zoom, obviously. So the card of today is the Devil Reverse. That means freedom and liberation. That means you are doing your thing and you're not hiding and you're not watering yourself down and you're not translating yourself for anyone. You are just being you. And that's what we have for the weekend. So that is a great, great card to have. And I hope I will see y'all Saturday at Pagan Pride here in Chicago and Sunday at the Den Marketplace. And all the information is either on my link tree or here on the events sections on Facebook. And to everyone, Jules says they're in Denver. Leo Brown is in Houston. Y'all can hire me for a Zoom reading. You can just go to my Calendly, Tarot by Laura, and choose the online reading, whether 30 minutes or 60 minutes. And thank y'all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. I'm so excited about Pagan Pride. So please come see us and say hi. And until we meet again, never forget that you are loved. Bye-bye.